Hi, in this video we are going to learn how to navigate the Linux file system. So I know many of you guys are not very familiar with the Linux command line, and this might be the first time you actually open up the terminal and start typing commands. So I will often use the graphical user interface to help you guys visualize some of the concepts and make you feel more comfortable. So here I have the graphical file manager, and here I have the root directory represented by the /. So you may remember from the last video that here you can find some common subdirectories. We talked about the opt directory, which we say you will find commercial software products that are not installed by default on your system. So I installed Google Chrome and Google Earth. So if I go here, I will actually find Google Chrome and Google Earth installed underneath my opt directory. Also, we talked about the bin directory, and we said that you can find common programs and commands that can be used by all the users on the system. And here you can see the date command, which we learned before. Also, we talked about the var directory, and we know that there are mail spools and log files in this directory. As you can see here are the log files, and any file that ends with .log is a log file. We also talked about the temp directory, and here is the temp directory, and here you can find some temporary files that are often changed over time. Okay, we also know about the home directory, where you have all the users. So each user is assigned a directory underneath the home directory. Here we have 3 users, and here is me, Kabari. So underneath my home directory, I can have anything I want to store. So I can have like a music directory, I can have downloads. Here is my desktop. As you can see, my desktop, I have directory 1, and underneath directory 1 I have 2 directories, directory 2, and underneath directory 2 I have directory 3. And I have other text files, as you can see. Okay, so as you can see, it's very easy to navigate the file system using the graphical file manager. However, now we are going to learn how to do the same thing and how to navigate our Linux file system using the command line. So the first command that we are going to learn is the pwd command. So pwd stands for print working directory. So this command will simply print or display the absolute path name of your current working directory. When I say working directory, it is the same as saying current working directory. So if you type pwd, this will display here the absolute path name of my home directory. Okay, so you might be wondering why my current working directory right now is the home directory. Simply because when you first log into your terminal, when you first log into your system, your current directory is automatically set to be your home directory. So that's why if you go to your terminal right now and you say pwd, it should display the absolute path name of your current working directory, which is the home directory by default. Okay, so the second command is ls. ls stands for list, and ls simply lists a directory content. For example, right now I am in the home directory, right? So if I type ls, this will list all the directories and files I can find underneath my home directory. And I can verify that using the graphical file manager. So if I go here to my home directory, as you can see, I have the same kind of directories found here. So I have desktop, music, public, VMware. Here I have also desktop, music, public, and VMware. So ls simply lists a directory contents, which is very, very useful. So another command we're going to learn is the cd command. Cd stands for change directory. So as you can see right now, I'm stuck in my home directory, right? So if I want, for example, to go to my desktop, all I want to say is cd and my desktop. And right now, if I say pwd, this will display the absolute path name of my desktop. Okay, if I go back to my home, I can also go to my desktop directory using the absolute path name. So if I say cd and I used the absolute path name of my desktop, this will work. Or I can use the relative path name, which is cd /desktop, as you remember from the last video. But we also said that you can omit the // so that's why cd desktop will also work. So if I say just cd desktop, I am also in the desktop directory. Okay, so there are many options that we can use with the cd command. The first option that is very useful is the cd space /. So as you know that a / represents the root directory. So if you say cd space /, this will take you directly to your root, to the root directory. So if you go cd space / and you hit enter, as you can see right now, I am in the root directory. Another common option that you can use with the cd is cd space ~. This will take you directly to your home directory. So if I say cd space ~ and you hit enter, this will take me to the home directory, as you can see. So like you can use pwd command when you don't know where you are in the Linux file system. So pwd command is very useful when you are lost in the directory tree and you want to know where you are. Also, we will discuss more about the ls command in a later video, because there are so many options that you can use with the ls command, but now we will just focus on the cd command. So we said that you can use cd space / to take you to the root directory, and as you can see here, I have the bin directory, I have the home, I have the opt, I have the temp, I have the var underneath my root directory, and I can use the cd space * to take me directly to my home directory. So here I have my home directory contents. Okay, another common option that you can use with the cd command is the cd and 2 dots. So you may remember that 2 dots represent the parent directory. So for example, let's go to directory 1. So I'll just go to directory 1. No, first I have to go to the desktop, and I have to go to directory 1, and I want to go to directory 2, and I also want to go to directory 3. And if I say a pwd, this will print the absolute path name of directory 3. So let's see, if I go to directory 1, I have directory 2, I have directory 3. So right now I am here. So if I say ls, as you can see, here is text text3. As you can see, I have text3 here. Okay, so what if I want to go back to directory 2? All I want to do is I say cd space 2 dots, and here I am in directory 2. And if I say ls, as you can see, I have directory 3 and text2. So cd 2 dots will take you to the parent directory. So it will take you one step backwards in the directory 3. Okay, so you can imagine if you say cd 2 dots again, this will take you back to directory 1. And here you go. We are in directory 1. So right now we are here, directory 1. So as you can see, we were in directory 3 and we say cd 2 dots, we went back, one step backwards. And if we say cd 2 dots again, we will go one step backwards, and so on. So you can imagine if we just type cd 2 dots again and again and again, we will eventually go back to our root directory, right? As you can see, we go back to the root directory by typing cd 2 dots a lot, because the root directory is the common parent of all directories. So eventually, if you type cd 2 dots many times, you will eventually go back to your root directory. Okay, so one more very useful option that you can use with the cd command is the cd space dash. So the cd space dash will take you to the previous working directory. So what do I mean by the previous working directory? For example, right now I am in the root directory, right? So right now I am in the root directory. If I went to the home directory by the cd space tilde, now I can go back to the root with saying cd space dash. Why is that? That's because I was in the root directory before I went to the home directory. So cd space dash will simply take you to the previous directory that you were in. Let me do this one more time. So for example, let's say we are in the directory 3, right? Let's go to directory 3. So first I want to know where I am. So now I am in the home in the root directory. So if I go to home, then to my username, then to desktop, then to directory 1, then cd directory 3 or directory 2, and then now I am in directory 3, right? Okay, so right now I can go to the root directory if I just say cd space / and here you go, we went directly to the root directory. Okay, here is my question to you. Do I need to write all the absolute path name of directory 3 to go back to directory 3? Yeah, you can do that, but this will be very tedious and long. Instead, you can use the cd space dash. So cd space dash will take me back to directory 3. That's because this was my previous working directory. So let's see. Now I'm in the root directory. But if I say cd space dash, here I am back again to the directory 3. And so cd space dash is very, very useful command, and it will save you a lot of typing. As you can see, if I am in directory 3 and I went back to the root, I don't have to type the absolute path name of directory 3 again. This will be very long and tedious. Instead, I can use the cd space dash to take me back to my previous directory. Okay, so one last thing I want to mention. Remember that we said that one dot represents the current directory. So one can imagine if you say cd space 1 dot, this will not do anything, because cd 1 dot space 1 dot, what it will do is that it will change your current directory to the current directory. So it actually doesn't do anything, because 1 dot refers to the current directory, right? So if you change your current directory to the current directory, you are not doing anything. You're just staying at the same place. So it's useless to say cd space dot. But we said that cd two dots will make you go back to your parent directory, and eventually, if you do cd two dots many times, you'll go back to your root directory. So, okay, so now let's do a revision of what we did in this video. First, we learned the pwd command. So pwd command stands for print working directory, and it simply prints the absolute path name of your current working directory. We also learned ls, which lists the content directory. Also, we learned the cd command, which you can use the absolute path name with, or you can use the relative path name. So now I want to go to desktop 3, I can use the absolute path name. Desktop directory 1, directory 2, directory 3. And here you go. Now I am in directory 3. We also learned some options that you can use with the cd. We learned the cd space slash that will take you back to the root directory. We learned cd space tilde that will take you to the home directory. We learned cd two dots that will take you one step backwards, like the parent directory. We also learned cd space dash, which will take you to the previous directory, and this will save you a lot of typing. Okay, so that's it for this video, but I have to stress that I highly encourage you to take your time practicing these commands, the pwd, ls, and the cd. So just take your time, like practicing these commands before going further and learning other commands, because all from next video we're going to use these commands quite intensively. So I highly recommend you to spend at least one day playing with these kind of commands before moving on. So this is a key lecture. You have to understand everything in this lecture before going on. One more thing I want to say, that you may have noticed that all the commands are easy to remember because they are actually an abbreviation of what they do. So pwd stands for print working directory. Working directory. And cd stands for change directory. And ls stands for list. So as you can see, it's not a hard thing to remember the commands in Linux, because they are usually an abbreviation of what they do. So for example, if you know that you want to change your directory, you'll just remember that you use cd because cd stands for change directory. Okay, so that's it for this video. Ciao.